And we're live, and we're crooked a little bit, aka Patters. Let me fix that camera. So here we go. We're working on the Avengers sketchbook. It's an activity book. We have Avengers pencils, Iron Man eraser. Now, I love the pencil sharpener as the Avengers a logo A, but we kind of won't be using it. But I'll keep it out as a display item. And I'm looking at my Wi-Fi, and I am already flipping out. So we're in the middle of the workday. I just want to kind of make up for not streaming last night. We're working on kind of Avengers portraits. I don't have much of a character for this one yet. All my sketchbooks, I like to have characters for them. This is first appearance. I need some orange. But this is the first appearance. Falcon over here. A lot of you may forget, but Falcon's first appearance, he was orange and green. Isn't that crazy? He wasn't blue. I mean, he wasn't white and red and white. Sorry, AK Powders. I'm not getting all my thoughts together. So some of the direction for this is to do like pencils. What are we doing here? My tablet's updated. It's to do pencils, then color, then ink, and to kind of keep it a little bit rough. So I'm just I need the right green here. That's good for skin tone. I need the right level green. I may have to go into my Prisma. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty good. A lot of the Five Below markers that we use are just not 100%. These are deceptive, but I still buy them because they're so freaking cheap. Makes me feel good to get a deal. Alrighty. Need a little bit of that red because we're kind of going to do a little bit of a red effect on the background here. Kind of like falcon wings or bird wings. Because he did have an amulet. He had the falcon symbol as a necklace during this time. I don't know what my time frame is for these. Whenever I do sketchbooks, I also like to be cognizant of the amount of time each page takes. And yes, there will be quick pages, there will be short pages. But I'm just talking about in the aggregate. Like I like to kind of have a little bit of an idea. Here we go. So the orange, though, right? Like the orange is, he's mostly trimmed with orange. And that's exactly what we'll add to. I first became aware of this because I heavily followed his blog at the time. But there was a sculptor named Randy Bowen. My friend and I, my buddy John, we were obsessed with Randy Bowen. We wrote, like, if we could have, I don't know, our lives are him and I don't know. It just seems like why is it every single male friendship of mine just seems complicated? It just seems. But him and I, we have a little bit of a complicated history. Let me just leave it at that. And, we still honor each other. We're still friends. We haven't really hung out in quite some time. And I don't know the reasons for that. I don't know anyone out there, you guys, the AKA Patters. What's the insight to when friends totally drop off, right? Even when you try and maintain a friendship. I don't know. Maybe people just don't like to hang out with me. Maybe I'm just too magnifying for individuals. I'm just too much. That I'm sure that's what we like to tell ourselves, right? So anyway, but I think we have like an alternate timeline, him and me, where we moved in together after high school and built a giant like comic book statue library back when that stuff was a little bit too geeky. It was frowned upon. Now it would be like celebrated. But yeah, and he went off. I don't know, kind of. We'll say like he went on a pilgrimage to find himself, and I guess like Teddy Roosevelt, right? Didn't Teddy Roosevelt say you are what did he say? He said as a man, like you go into the wilderness to find yourself, something like that. I feel like that's what John did, and yeah, it just complicated friendship for me. But either way, the point I'm getting at is we would monitor everything that Rainy Bowman was doing because we just wanted, we just like talking about it. It was just like a little bit of our commonality. And it was good to share that with someone, to kind of, that's what the geek world does, right? It kind of creates some of these windows for friendships, I'll say. So we need like a lighter brown too in here, guys. We need a lighter brown. They have to bring this color scheme back. They really do. But yeah, and I just remember Rainy Bowen. It was almost like his out of ideas phase for product rollout. That's why it wasn't like you weren't too upset when that Marvel contract faded, because wow, this is orange. How's that orange? Because you kind of want to say he ran its course, and that's a little bit of, I think, where the statue market is now, right? Like how many of these statue guys? And I don't monitor. I don't follow. Is this an orange too? That's an orange. This is an orange. See what I mean? But I think there's a reason why there's no like love lost to when even now when the statue market dies off. Because it's like, oh, okay, like you guys, it took you guys a few years, you had a good run, but you kind of did everything. there's no other character to do or other character we would be fully interested in. Let's see here. Yeah, and I would say like that's a little bit of the sentiment with Bowen, and it stinks because he really was a historian. You saw he was like a little bit of a Alex Ross of his own, but you saw the history in his work. Always a little bit sad. You gotta do a little bit of his forehead here. There we go. I'd like things to look a little bit dirty from time to time. and this is another sketchbook. I just want to hit what comes to mind. Yeah, and hey, thanks for hanging out. I just wanted to share that story to kind of illustrate why some of these things are impactful and important to me. And I know from your perspective is I'm just like, hey, I'm just randomly like drawing stuff. Isn't that kind of cool? Pete's just doing this and he's doing that. Well, not all the time, my friends. So I have to figure out what to do about his hair because I'm always tempted to do like the comic book coloring for hair, which is we kind of do. We just do it now. You know, like we do like a dark blue. And then the rest will be black. So this is like we're at the stage where we can ink this. So let's do that. So cheers to all of you. I was hoping to get these down to 10 minutes apiece. And it doesn't look like it. That's our boy. Let's get some of that dark blue for a little bit of that hair. Well, all right, AK powders. I think we're there. Is this even? This isn't even straight. Sorry about that. That entire time, not even straight. All right, so we got Captain America. We got Falcon. Falcon is way better proportion, but not really. I wanted Captain America to be a little bit like a thimble. Go back and touch this one up a little bit. I am looking at the screen for guidance for some of this. All right, those blacks help a lot. There we go. So next up, I kind of was thinking Kang. I was thinking of a villain, but maybe we should just kind of go off the wall, right? Like just do some of the obscure Avengers, like Stingray. Sorry, just looking at work email. So George Perez, I'll show it to you guys. If you Google George Perez Avengers poster, and this shot up in price at one time. It's come down to be affordable, but he did this. It might have been like the 50th anniversary, 41st anniversary. I'm not 100%, but this had the whole lineup, and it was pretty. Oh yeah. Maybe Black Knight. Maybe we'll do Black Knight. So let's just do Black Knight Marvel. I never drew Black Knight before. And we don't want him with the wings. We want him. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's like 3. I forget there's Buckethead. Here we go. We just want classic. See, we want classic. Yeah, I kind of forgot he had that much yellow. And after this might be like crystal. We might just do crystal. Jeez, am I that off? We are having trouble with some of this, aka patterns. All right, I think we're getting there. Of course, this will be an all black background. We got to fix that fin, and then we should be on our way. All right, let's do some yellow. And I guess he has like silver, right? So maybe like, yeah, maybe a light gray. Yo, Omer, what is happening? Welcome back to it. Omer, sorry, dude. I know I promised a 4 a.m., but I don't know. I got busy yesterday, got exhausted, like truly exhausted at around 10:30, and I tried to sleep for an hour and couldn't do it. Welcome to my life. Hope all is well, dude. What's the gym report? I want to hear you hitting the gym, making plans, thinking about it. What's going on? No worries. Yes. Oh, gotta check messages. No. I've been trying to get a different rig so I can monitor. Yeah, things are good, but what about the gym? Are we getting into this today? That's what I want to know. All right, and then we have blue. So let's do like a lighter blue. Maybe that's good enough. Are you at work or are you moonlighting? Are you putting on streams while working? All right, and then we have, here we go, bingo bango. So I don't know how far I'm going to get with this one. I may have to jump ship and get the heck out of here. Here we go. GTL. Oh, nice. Jim Tane Laundry. Yes. GT. Dude, I like that. I like, do you know, you want to hear a crazy thing, Omer? I don't know if you got like a sense of it, but I really am a son of a bitch for productivity. You know, like I get anxious when I think time's wasted and all that fun stuff, right? Like I put pressure on the people around me about not wasting my time, all this other stuff, right? To save time in my life, here's the wild thing, dude. I became like a non-laundry person. I really do. I really just do undergarments. I just do underwear and socks and undershirts, and everything else gets hung up as soon as I'm done with it. And every once in a while, you know, like I'll do a laundry run, I'll say. But yeah, I minimize my laundry as much as possible. Yeah, and maybe we'll do like a lighter color for like the background. I just wanted things to look streaky because we're going to do some whiteout effects for sure on this one. And I cannot find my cap. I never got into Jersey Shore. I know like who the people are. Like I never got into the, I guess as they would say nowadays, the lore of the show, right? That's funny though. I like it now. I'm surprised that hasn't come back since the right. Like I guess the Jersey Shore characters had a revival, if you want to call them characters. Right? Didn't they do like an updated show? Here we go. And let's get. I think this. I have to somehow tag my skin tones because I spend too much time looking for them. Like I find them, I don't tag them, and then it's like I'll be streaming again, and it's like, oh, time to look for them again, and get frustrated. Black Knight is a legit character too. There was a reason why there was excitement of his tease at the end of the Eternals movie. Thank you, thank you. No, Omar, you're looking good, buddy. Yeah, it's okay for it to be done though, right? Like let's. I want to be entertained sometimes, right? I just want to be. I don't know. Like show me something goofy. Show me something shocking. Like like let's just have a good time. Yeah, like I kind of go through that every year when I do the 31 Days of Dread because I kind of keep track of what people say about some of these horror movies. And like all the time, I just find ones that are good movies that kind of they get this reputation. And you're like, man, like maybe if like the reviewer or maybe if like social media just didn't come in and incentivize people on hating things because like I know it's nice to pretend that doesn't happen, but it does. Yeah, but you kind of say to yourself, man, you're like, geez, like only if this reviewer knew how to have a good time. And I know like the pushback for that is like, well, like it's not it's a movie. It has to be like this. And it's like, well, maybe it doesn't. I feel like I go through that every single year now with the 31 Days of Dread. And it's hilarious. It really is. I think we are in an age that lost the ability to read a movie like 1,000%. Not, I'm not. This is like, again, too, sometimes being like the first time drawing a character, uh, is like clearly the toughest time to engage in, I don't know, just in like, if you are to develop a sense of the character, it takes time. It takes a lot of drawing. And sometimes it takes far more time than you are awarded. So, like, but it's almost like the more you draw, you eliminate, like, you kind of eliminate a lot of the possibility, like, like, or like you kind of hone in on what your like philosophy is. So when you see certain aspects of a character, you can say like, oh, like, I'll do this, or I'll do the armor this way, I'll do the cape this way, I'll do the parts of his face this way. So the more you draw, like, the easier it is. You can determine those things in almost like a real time type setting. But every once in a while too, you'll get hit with characters that you get pissed because you're like, oh, I need another go at that. I need another, like, I need more time. And I do feel like when it comes to the monthly schedule, that alone, like, it got to a lot of artists. I think it got to the image guys. Where like the image guys effectively thought they were kind of like above deadlines. Like, they weren't above doing the work and just making just creative decisions. And I guess, like, what some would say, the fun part of making comics. Right? I just feel like they had 10 years of discipline in them, and that's all. Like, and then they struggled after that. Even guys like Jim Lee. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is. Yeah, but it's okay though. It's okay. Yeah, I know. But like the Kirby stuff though. Look, here's the thing. Like, maybe you can be clear, Omar, because here's the thing, dude. I hear that a lot. I hear like, oh, Eternals only if it was more like Kirby, and it's like, oh, let's lament. But what does that mean? Like, do you mean like the story, the context, or is it more of the visuals? I feel like people mean the visuals. I don't know if you what exactly what you meant, but I kind of whenever I see that, I always want to press the issue. But if it's the funny thing is though, if it was just the visuals, right, that would have made people happy, and people thought the visuals were like a guarantee when that movie was announced post Ragnarok, because Ragnarok 2 like heavy, like Ragnarok 2 like clearly the most Kirby movie ever. I can see why people just kind of turned away from that movie. Uh, I need to re-explore it. To be perfectly honest, like I don't feel like I'm versed enough in Eternals, like just in the ins and outs of that movie. And a lot of times, if I don't have a movie memorized to where I'm like, oh, this is where it broke, like this is where it lost me, or this is kind of uh like the part of the movie that didn't pay off. Like those are very simple things to answer. And a lot of times it's like you'll find yourself like you don't like something. And it's like, those questions aren't answered. And I do that a lot. Like that's why I kind of always go back to some of the same movies every single year. And it sometimes it's turned me into like a fan. Like you actually get clarity. You feel like you're seeing something for the first time. And I'll tell you the film series that I'm doing that to right now. The Resident Evil. People love to bash that movie, all of those movies, right? And the wild thing is, it's a pretty cool apocalyptic storyline. Like there's a through line from that first movie to number 6. A clear through line. And I think as a story, I think it's ballsy. I don't care about what the connection is with the game. Like, like I can separate it. But it's funny, dude, and you're again, like you sit down and you just watch Resident Evil and you're like, man, like why can't people just have a good time with this? Nah, I'm like 50-50 on this. Omar, you ever look at something and just want to destroy it? It's like in Fight Club when he says, when you want to destroy something beautiful. The problem, though, is that this is just not beautiful, like at all. Right? Like this is like. Ugh. And let's do some of that whiteout. After the whiteout, I really, really do have to bail. Where is my whiteout? Well, we'll just grab one of these. Welcome, world, to the first time of me drawing Black Knight. Sometimes with the debris effect, like the dots of the paper kind of work into it. I kind of, I'm saying, look, I'm not allowing myself to back away from this. There you go. All right, a little bit. Take that, Marvel Comics. All right, guys, let me catch up on these. Omer. That's a really good description of it. Is like the image boys burned out, and we saw it, and we were all equally just upset and disappointed by it. Yeah, doesn't it? Because I kind of make this point sometimes where when you look at the paneling, like the panel amount, like if we were to get like an algorithm, like we could probably build an algorithm that analyzes the image 7 with a writer, quote unquote, and the amount of content that they drew versus not. We would see like this, even though Jim Lee did, him and Brandon Child did pack on a lot of panels on a couple issues. Yeah, I don't know, but like if you look at Ragnarok, right? Ragnarok had Kirby like backgrounds, right? You know what we really needed? We needed like a on-screen representation of the Kirby crackle. That's what we needed for Eternals. Yeah, Mia. Yeah, it's my bad. You know what's good too? What's his name? I think the guy's name's Stephen Perry. He wrote a series of Resident Evil books. Those books are legit. Those novels. Yeah, I just want to destroy something beautiful. Yes. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's no, I'm all for I really like most of my original artwork is thrown away. Like I scan it, I document it, and I move on. Sometimes like I'll have things that linger, kind of like just for example, like right next to me, I have the what's this? This is the Stranger Things. I forget the name of it, but either way, like this is here because I have to check to see if it's on the website, if it's scanned in, if it's in my archives. All right, so let's just brief some of this. We started with Cap. Then we got first appearance Falcon, which is green and orange. And then we have the Black Knight. I guess maybe like this. Maybe let me just put some orange in. I like them having full page colors though. Let's just do some of that. Like we'll kind of. I just think this would work. And then blasting it with some of that green in the background. Bingo. And then let's get some green. I don't know. I just love this color combo so much. And I keep saying to myself, I'm like, oh, this is like a sports team. This is a sports team colorway. And the only team that's coming to mind that kind of would match this maybe would be the Seattle Supersonics, the NBA team, but I don't know. Yeah, we got to make this pop. And we're doing that right now. Too much white, too much white. There we go. A little bit better. And shades of like the Falcon shape, right? The Falcon crest, as they say. Hold up here. Now, this is the problem sometimes. It's like you cannot put it down. All right. All right. Cap, Falcon, Jim, Black Knight. Can't say Black Knight, right? That's racist. All right, guys. I gotta go to work. I got things to do. Cool. I don't know if I do, Omar. Like maybe. I would say like my issues with insomnia are it's me feeling so guilty I'm not doing enough that I just force myself like otherwise. I just force myself to do a lot of things I think people would just skip. Yeah, like I keep maybe I'll show you one night. Or maybe, if you want to just DM me, I'll show it to you. But I keep like a checklist. And I have like almost like a daytime side of these are printed forms, but it's like a daytime side of the checklist and a nighttime side. So it's like 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then it's 5 p.m. until like whenever, right? And like I check things off. So if things are on the left column, they get carried over to the right column and stuff like that too. And part of the struggle is to have a perfect day where you checklist everything. That's the world I live in. Yeah, Pixel. Thank you, Pixel. No, guys, we're doing a little bit of a Joker unboxing video today. I gotta see some people for work. Gotta sit down, have a couple of conversations, nothing crazy. And then I will hit my local coffee shop and I will upload and edit today's video. So be on the lookout. It's a Joker unboxing. And just be mindful. With this unboxing, this is unlocking a couple other things, and some of it is the creator, the origin, the creation of the Dark Knight. But it's Joker. It's Joker centric. Yes. Have a good day at work. Yeah. Pixel Forge. Hit the like. Yeah, we'll leave it at that, everyone. Thank you.